Welcome to this in-depth tutorial on the NJ Property Records property page. This is your one-stop hub for exploring property records, where every detail we have on a property comes together on a single powerful page. There's a ton to discover here, and I'm excited to guide you through it all. Let's dive in and explore each element step by step so you can unlock its full potential. At the very top, you'll notice the familiar search bar and quick actions. Nothing new here, so let's keep moving right along. Just below, the property page begins. First up, you'll see the quick navigation buttons. These handy little shortcuts let you jump straight to any section or container on the page. Click one, and you're there instantly. On the same line, look to the right. Here's the directory route. A breadcrumb trail showing how you got to this property. It starts with the state, New Jersey, then the county, municipality, block, lot, and if applicable, the qualifier. Each part is a clickable link. For instance, clicking the county, say Morris, takes you back to the directory centered on all municipalities in Morris County. You can explore further or search for another property from there. Clicking the municipality instead? Here's what that page looks like. Let's now shift our focus to the header of the property page. At the top, you've got the property address, followed by city, state, and zip, your property's basic ID card. To the right, you'll see applicable identifiers. In this case, it's labeled residential. Hover over it, and a description pops up with more details. Other identifiers might include commercial, farmhouse, vacant land, or even flood hazard if the property's in a flood zone. Hovering then reveals which flood zone is associated with the property. Below that, you've got a row of quick action buttons. First is the download button. Click it and you can choose between a basic one-page report or a detailed report. Let's walk through creating a detailed report. It's super customizable. Select Detailed Report, and you're taken to the Customize Report window. You'll see three sections: Cover Page, Included Pages, and a Detailed Report Preview. Pro tip: your last report settings carry over, so you won't have to start from scratch each time. We'll start with the cover page. It's optional, but let's include it. You'll see options to tweak it, with a live preview updating on the right as you go. Enter who prepared the report. It autofills with your name and contact details from your account page. Add company details too, and this is where it gets fun. You can upload images. Maybe pick a photo of yourself or your company logo to personalize it for your client. At the bottom, pick a cover page image. Options include an aerial map, a tax map snippet, or your own uploaded image. If available, you can also use the assessment image or a Google Street View snippet. Next, the Included Pages section. You've got tons of choices here. Let's add a FEMA flood page, sales history, and property record card. Once you're happy with your selection, hit Generate Report at the bottom right. A progress bar appears at the bottom of your screen. Don't worry, you can keep exploring the site while it downloads in the background. You'll get a notification when it's ready. Back to the header buttons. Next is the CMA button for a comparable market analysis. Don't worry, we'll cover that in another tutorial. Then the Services button shows all available services for this property and who offers them. Further right, the Share button lets you send the property to someone else. Finally, the Customize View button is your personalization tool. Don't care about associated people? Hide it. Instead, want it front and center? Drag it to the top of your layout. Save your changes with the Save button or reset to NJPR's default view if you change your mind. Just below the header, you'll find three image containers, great for visualizing the property. Each container has buttons at the bottom to switch views and extra options in the top right. The first container offers an assessment image if available, bird's eye view, or street view. Click the top right button for full screen mode. The second container is all about aerial views. You've got two groups, Mapbox Standard or Satellite on the left, and Google's versions on the right. In the top right, there's full screen again, plus a layers toggle. Click it to overlay a FEMA flood layer using the effective flood map, a DEP wetlands layer, or a fish and wildlife wetlands layer. You can finish with the print button to export a map snapshot in various formats. The third container handles tax and zoning maps. What's neat here is our software georeferences these maps, pinpointing your property accurately. On the tax map view, you've got full screen, a base map toggle to overlay an aerial view, and an opacity slider that appears when toggled. Adjust it to make the tax map more or less see-through. The print button exports your snapshot. The zoning map mirrors this, but some counties have a layers button to switch between municipal and county zoning layers. Next up, we have the overview container. This is your snapshot of key info including owners, most recent sale, and extra ownership details. Here's a tip. Every field on the property page has a hover description. Try it out as we go. In the top right, a blue arrow collapses the container. Click it again to reopen. This works for all containers. Notice that some fields, like the book and page under sales, are hyperlinked in blue. Click it and a pop-up shows the latest deed info with a document preview on the right. Use the drop-down to see older deeds. We'll revisit this pop-up soon. Now for the public records container. At the top right, we can check when the data was last refreshed. Below, you'll find tiles packed with info. The location tile repeats the block, lot, and qual, plus county and municipality. The deed info tile shows the latest sale. Click the hyperlinked book page to revisit that deed pop-up. The assessment tile has current year data, with a drop-down for historical assessments. The taxes tile mirrors this tax info. The lot tile covers zoning and land use. Hover over the zoning code for a description, or click it to jump to the zoning map. The building tile lists square footage, year built, and more. The exempt property tile shows exemptions if applicable, and the additional info includes the block and lot information, any additional lots associated with the property, and the assessor parcel number. Property stats covers stories, bedrooms, and baths. Parcel geometry gives parcel size and latitude and longitude coordinates. Census data shows tract and code. Municipal info provides clerk contact details and links to the municipality's website and codebook. Utilities available lists what's possible, not necessarily used. For example, public water hookups might be listed even if the property uses a well. Nearby properties identifies neighbors, and broadband coverage details internet service providers and speeds in the area. The Property Record Card Data Container offers an exclusive dataset unique to our platform, delivering detailed insights you won't find in standard tax records. The building tile details stories, foundation, roof type, materials, and year built. Finishes covers design, exterior and interior finishes, flooring, and finished basement area. Floor area breaks down square footage by level and basement. Features lists beds, baths, heating and cooling, and condition. Plumbing counts fixtures, and other items adds extra PRC notes. The Property Hazards container maps out risks. Start with the FEMA Flood tab. Toggle between the effective and preliminary datasets in the top right. Effective is the default. Let's skip the map for a moment and look at the table underneath. We have fields describing the flood zone, description, panel and community numbers, effective date, parcel coverage by zone type, and SFHA status. This is a special flood hazard area. Links at the bottom connect to FEMA's flood service, pre-filled with the address, flood definitions, and a $20 flood determination option from our in-house certified floodplain manager. Back to the aerial map. A flood zone legend at the bottom toggles on and off. Buttons on the right offer full screen, base map switches between street, aerial, and topographical maps, and a print option. The DEP Wetlands and Fish and Wildlife Wetlands tabs overlay their data with zone descriptions and coverage below. Contaminated Sites lists nearby sites with address, distance, remediation level, category, and status. Tidelands, Pinelands, and Highlands tabs work similarly, showing zone details and coverage if applicable. The potentially related property container flags properties with matching owner names or mailing addresses. This is great for spotting connections. The property history container is where you'll uncover a wealth of historical information about the property, including past documents and records. In the Deeds tab, the latest deed is at the top of the list and is subsequently followed by older ones. The chart shows deed date, sales price, delta from the prior deed, price per square foot, and buyer and seller names. Click the book and page hyperlink or the view link for the deed pop-up. It splits into deed info on the left and the image on the right. Use the drop-down to select an older deed. Info includes grantor and grantee, registration data, NU codes, dates, quick facts, and realty transfer details. Scroll the image for specifics like legal description, and use PDF tools to download, print, email, copy, or go full screen. We'll explore those tools later. The Taxes and Assessments tab shows data back to 1989. Toggle Advanced View for extras like exemptions and equalized values. Click View to open a pop-up of the historical tax record, displaying details like owner info, location, property overview, prior sales, deductions, and exemptions. The Mortgages tab lists date, amount, term, type, rate, loan details, lender, and estimated payments. Click View to view additional information. Foreclosures shows the recording date, auction date, borrower, lender, trustee, and unpaid balance, with a detailed pop-up for more information. Construction Permits lists permit number, dates, status, purpose, use group, and construction cost. Click View for a pop-up with fees and flags. The Tools container offers the Valuation tab with AVMs from providers like House Canary and Atom. See estimated value, range, and rental profit on the left, and provider details on the right. The NJ Property Records estimate provides a unique value by averaging the assessments from other AVMs. The Notification List tab helps you notify neighbors for permits and variances. Here you can set a radius, view the nearby property list, and see a map of the nearby properties. Export options include custom exports or Avery mailing labels. You'll notice in the Tools container that we also have some other tools listed. These are not currently available, but feel free to keep checking back to see when they are. The Neighborhood container paints the picture. The Demographics tab shows an average age, income, household size, and more. In the top right, we can click Show Charts for visuals on age, sex, and education. The Schools tab lists the property's assigned schools, including their names, distances from the property, and ratings, offering a clear snapshot of educational options. Transit scores, sourced from walkscore.com, measure the area's walkability, bikeability, and public transit friendliness, giving you a complete picture. Click the icon for more details. Nearby Properties maps and lists immediate neighbors. The Municipality Data tab offers contact info for key officials such as the clerk, assessor, or engineer, switchable via a drop-down. It also includes downloadable documents sourced from the municipal website. Lastly, you'll find tax rate and ratio graphs dating back to 1985. Hover over their points for details. The Recorded Documents container displays all documents we have on file associated with the property, providing a complete record for your review. The tax map showcases the property's boundaries and easements. View historical tax maps by picking a different year or jump to another sheet by selecting a page number. You can also utilize our PDF tools or switch to the interactive georeferenced map featuring an opacity slider. The zoning map, which illustrates the municipality's zoning districts and land use regulations, includes a codebook button to access zoning codes directly. The property record card details the building's style, bedroom and bathroom counts, basement info, a property sketch, and more. You can switch between the years or choose a generated PRC from NJPR's enhanced version, featuring the latest data we have on file, plus extras like street view and sales history. The Property Assessment Card, which outlines the assessment values of a property for tax purposes, provides detailed land and building assessments. And finally, the Deed and Mortgage images offer historical drop-downs and PDF previews of their respective documents. Finally, the Associated People container lists everyone tied to the property. Age, voter status, and contact info is available here. Click the hyperlink for a pop-up with address, phone, and email if available. And that's it. You've now explored every corner of the NJ Property Records property page. With all this data and functionality at your fingertips, you're ready to dive into property records like a pro. Happy exploring.